So a small group and presenting and or speaking in small groups is what a lot of people in classrooms, universities, in private institutions do before the board meeting, before the big project. People meet in small groups to clarify certain things or to help reach a better understanding. Now, what is a small group? To me, a small group, like I said, from a school or a business, are a group of people that come together before the big event to kind of crystallize certain things to help everyone reach a better understanding. Because if you're in a classroom with a lot of people, the teacher may not be able to get into certain things and dissect certain subjects as much as you want to. So meeting in a small group is going to help clarify a lot of things that people may not know or help people gain a better understanding of the subject at hand. Within that small group, you have the group leader and the members. And the group leader is the person that doesn't necessarily speak the most, but he kind of oversees and makes sure everybody has a fair shot to get their opinion and kind of talk, put all the ideas on the table, and then when all that's done, kind of summarize everything together and put the conversation into a perspective in which all of the group members can walk away with a better understanding. Because in a small group, a lot of things are going to get talked about. A lot of issues are going to get thrown onto the table, and the leader is then going to take all that, organize it into a format which then everybody can understand and look at and say, okay, yeah, here's what we talked about. Thing 1, 2, 3, 4, subpoint 1A, 1B, so on and so forth. And the leader kind of organizes that. The members are responsible of contributing information, but also being respectable, being and showing the other members respect when they're talking. Again, making sure everybody has a fair opportunity, fair shot at trying to explain the subject matter and giving everybody a chance to speak. So once that's over, if let's say it's a project, once the meeting is over, then you move on to the presentation. And you could determine the format of it, and it could be through presentation aids, things like PowerPoint, and you divide it up and you give everyone a section. Maybe one person takes the beginning, the next person takes the second section, the other person takes the third slide, fourth slide, whatever, and so forth. You create the presentation, you divide all of the parts up equally, and make sure that each person is an expert within whatever slide they're supposed to cover. You distribute the work evenly, and again, these group projects are supposed to make things like things easier, because not everyone's dividing up the work, and not one person's going to have to be responsible for everything. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of group projects end up. But if they're done correctly, they're not as stressful. Each person is an expert within the information that they're responsible to understand, and you put all of that within the presentation, and you then deliver that information. And it's in a perfect world, if it's done perfectly, the audience understands it. The audience isn't as bored because they're not listening to one person deliver an entire presentation. They're listening to multiple people give multiple different perspectives, and it makes the speech more enjoyable and much more fun to watch.